Hello, who's that? Who that? Who that? I don't know where everybody is, but I'm early today. So, for those of you who will probably go back and watch this video, it is 2 minutes early. Hey, Jamila. 2 minutes early. So I'm trying to give everybody time to get here because I'm an hour earlier than last week because I was trying to come on. Hey, Kathy, and give people a little extra time, unlike last week when I skated off on y'all. Hey, Ray H. So I came an hour earlier so we could have more time and answer more questions and see what is going on with everybody. So hey, Kamaria. Hey, Chris. So yes, I'm on an hour early versus 8:30. Hey, Millie. Trying to give y'all a little extra time to get right and catch up. So, hello everybody. I hope you guys had an amazing week and weekend, and I hope that this week goes extremely well for you. Second week of March. We officially are in the second week of March already. And you know, that's crazy. We have the new moon next Saturday on the 13th. And it is in Aries. I think Aries. Is it? I think it's in Aries. Aries, maybe. I don't know. Don't get me the line. I think it's in Aries, maybe. Looks like Aries. So I'm gonna say Aries. Yeah, because it was in Pisces last time. So yes, new moon this Saturday coming up is in Aries. So mind your manners and manifest. You know, Aries are a fire sign, so they're very passionate. They're go-getters. They get and do what they want. They're ruled by, I think, Mars, maybe. Whatever the fighting sign is, which I think is Mars. Yeah. So just keep that in mind. But hey, Michelle. New moon, good for manifestations and things of that nature. It is in the fire sign, so anything that you need to be more passionate about and more, go-getter, motivated, there you go, type thing. Aries would be a great sign to do it in. So there you have that. Other housekeeping things. Oh, yeah. So money March. So we have Money March. All of the money items on melanatedmedicinewoman.com are on sale right now, and I think it's like 25% off. And same thing with readings. So your readings are $35 for 30-minute readings on money and career. Hey, Ashley, if you need help with your money and career and you need a little guidance, hit the website, is up there. Also, I have just added, because I'm sick of people jumping in my DMs and texting me and asking me things. When I tell you, I have now added, because it's starting to take up a lot of my time and I'm having to really draw boundaries with people. Hey, Chrissy, I have now added a option to book a pick my brain session. It is $35, if I'm not mistaken, for 30 minutes. Use this option if you're trying to figure out what kind of spell work to do, or ritual to do, or herbs to use, or oils, and all of your little what do I need to do questions. You can now book me for that, because y'all take up a lot of my time asking me these things. Not y'all, but people. And it's like it's never ending. So I've added that little feature onto the site to book me for readings. And that way, if you are not sure, if you need an idea as to what you can do or what you should be doing or whatever else, you can ask me those things. And it is just for advice on what to do. I'm still going to tell you to do a divination on if you should even do it or not. Divination means a reading, a pendulum, a dowsing rod, something, prayer, and see what your people say before you even do this kind of work. Okay, but I will help you figure it out, and we can sort of walk through some of the things. If you're confused about stuff or whatever, book me. I also have the guidance sessions where it's more like I guess, life coaching. If you just need to talk to somebody about something, that is also an option on the booking site. Don't call me just because you felt like you wanted to talk and dump. No, we're not doing that no more. Why? Because sometimes when I get off the phone with y'all, I'm heavy as hell. And I was happy before, but now I'm heavy and I got to try to get this energy off of me. And sometimes I don't be feeling like doing that either. I'm having to get stricter with my time, because I'm having to balance it more with what I'm trying to do with my workings and products and stuff like that. Well, hello, Nadia. So you can book me for guidance, like coaching, like life coaching, if you need to talk to somebody and figure out some things and it's just not making sense. You can also book me for, well, hello, Erica. You can also book me for brain picking sessions if you really need to figure out what kind of work you can do to get results, whether it's herbs that you need to figure out to use, or how to do it, or you saw somebody do some kind of jar and you want to know what you can do. If you want to know how to do one, yes, this is boundary setting for me. My time is valuable, just like your time is valuable. And I'm having to set boundaries because I get random ass calls from people and it's just not cool. It's not cool because they dump, and I'm just not in a position to keep being dumped on. I'm just not. So I'm telling y'all now, because what's going to happen is your ass going to start getting ignored. Okay. And not only that, but I have people And look, let me tell y'all something. I appreciate y'all tremendously when you share my stuff, when you post my stuff, all of that. Sometimes people do come to me, but then they think my services are free, because I've had a couple people to jump in my DMs asking for a reading for free. And you know what my response is? The link to my website, book me. Okay. So I can't do it anymore. And if you saw that video, what is it? Juju Bay's video, and she talks about that. Like, this time and energy can be a lot. And because it's a lot, I have to figure out how to balance it, because I'm having issues with myself with time management, because I'm giving of my time and I'm giving of my ear, but people aren't respecting the boundaries. And when I'm tired, I can't do other things and I can't really help other people. So, boundaries, because let me tell you something. I slept today really, really hard. I got up early. I had intentions on getting some stuff done. And you know what I did? I ate breakfast and I went back to sleep around 12 o'clock. Got up about 2:30, went back to sleep again, and woke up at 3:30, 4 o'clock. Not cool, because my whole day is shot now. And so I had to get my shit together, drop these deliveries off, and come back and get my life. So I'm trying to have this whole work-life balance thing happening. And so far I'm failing. Okay. I'm failing at the work-life balance, because I definitely need to get my ass back in the gym full time, which brings me to another thing. If y'all book a reading, as you notice also on the site, there's now a $15 rebooking fee. Why? Because I was letting people slide. Oh yeah, you can rebook it. They missed that appointment. And so I'm sitting here twiddling my thumbs, because my plans are shot. My day does not revolve around everybody else's. That's why I have a whole appointment system set up. Okay. So please understand, from now on, if you miss your appointment and you need to rebook it, there is a $15 rebooking fee. Or if you come late to your appointment, you will get the time that you have left. So if you book a 30-minute appointment and you show up 15 minutes late, you got 15-minute reading. Or you can pay and move it and pay $15 to move it. Your choice. But I'm having to really get hard and set boundaries, because people are still playing in my face. And so, I get up here, I try to every week, and do stuff for free and give y'all guidance and do everything, but people getting real comfortable. Don't get too comfortable. I know we cool and everything, but my time and my energy is mine. I don't call y'all for some shit I'm dealing with. I'm not just calling y'all at random. I'm not just hopping in your DMs talking to y'all about shit happening to me that I don't like. Okay? Boundaries. So, yes, rebooking fees. And understand, when you do book the reading, my readings are done on Zoom now, because people had my number. And like I said, I was calling people to do readings. They got my phone number, then they thought it was cool to call. Text. No. So, yeah, everything's done on Zoom. When you book your reading, you should get a Zoom link within at least 24 hours before your reading. Okay. So before your reading, unless it's a same day reading, which you can book, again, there's a fee for that, because people book the same day and then expect me to drop everything, and here my ass is in the store buying my little groceries, and then see somebody wants a reading in 15 minutes. It take me 15 minutes to get home from the grocery store if I'm not already at the register. So yeah, just It's just a time thing. It is a time thing. It is a boundary thing. I'm having to enforce it because people are playing in my face, and I'm trying to balance my work life with my personal life. Therefore, boundaries. And the only way people respect boundaries is, it seems, with money is involved. So now I'm charging because people don't know how to act. So yeah, if you book a reading, it will be done via Zoom. You should get a link at least 24 hours, or if it's like a same day or something like that, an hour before your actual reading. It says that in the confirmation you receive. You will receive a link to a Zoom meeting. So your reading will be done via Zoom. If you have to reschedule or cancel, it is a $15 rebooking fee. If you do not rebook, I'm just keeping the fucking money because you wasted my time. That's on you. So, yeah, that's where we are with that. Anything else I would like to share as far as other stuff? Oh, classes. So I'm thinking about doing pick my brain sessions once a month as a class, where you bring whatever work you are trying to get done, or work you're doing, or stuff that you want to actually do or thinking about, and we have a class, and I will go person to person, and we're going to talk about it, and we'll talk about what you use, how to do it, or whatever else. I'm thinking about doing that. How y'all feel about that? It's almost like office hours. There you go. Like having office hours. If you ever went to college and your professor has office hours where you can come and talk to them about what you're doing in class. I'm thinking about doing office hours for melanated medicine women, and having just one day for like 2 hours where everybody, you sign up to take the class. Yes, it is a fee. You sign up to take the class, you get your questions answered. We're gonna be on Zoom doing it, so I can see what you're doing. If you're like, I don't know if I'm doing this right, if I'm using the right stuff or whatever, that's the time we will do it. So you will gather all the supplies, whatever you're trying to work on, and do it. How about that? Yes, no, maybe so. 1 for yes, 2 for no. I don't know. Oh, roses are red say, I'm a stylist and I charge a cancellation fee, as you should. Thank you. Okay. Cool. All right. So that's that on that. I still need to talk to Nadia to see when she's available. If she's available this week and willing and has time, we might go live this week and do the how to manifest money and what to do, especially because we might get this little stimulus, $1,400, and she might be able to help us figure out what to do with that $1,400. And of course, I'm going to help you figure out how to stretch it spiritually and how to get more of it. So yeah, that's where we are. Tonight, we will do oracles again. You guys seemed to like last week, so I'm going to do them again this week. I was thinking about doing money, but we're going to try this because I have never used these cards. Remember, I have brought all of these cards, these decks, and I never got the chance to use them all. So we're going to use these archetype cards, this archetype deck tonight. It gives you a light tribute and a shadow tribute. Something you probably need to work on. So we're gonna try that tonight and see what it is. All right. So So yeah, I was trying to come early so we could have a little more time if y'all wanted a little more time tonight. So I'll be here until maybe 8:30. No, well, that's an hour, but tops 9 o'clock. So I tried to come on early. Excuse me. Tried to come on early. I told y'all the money products are up, and I think I'm gonna make a new batch of Florida water to put on the site, and see how that goes. I felt the need to do a bath tonight for whatever reason, so I made my bath and I blessed it. So when I get off, I'm going to shower and then do a spiritual cleansing bath because I felt I needed one. For whatever reason, so I'm gonna do one. But y'all make sure y'all do your baths and keep clean and all that other stuff. Thank you, Roses I Read. All right, so who would like a card drawn? First name I see, you will get a card. Excuse me. Roses are red. Chrissy, Ashley. All right. So roses are red. You got trickster. Actually, I'm gonna do it again. Let me do this again. Let's see. You got vampire. Okay. Light attribute. Makes you aware that someone or something is draining your life force. Okay. Your shadow attribute. Depleting others with your physical survival. Your physical psychic survival. Chronic complaining and codependency. Okay, so makes you aware that someone or something is draining your life force, and then depleting others for your psychic survival, chronic complaining and codependency. So stop the complaining and codependency. Okay, the good part is when somebody else is draining your energy, but you also can be a complainer and codependent. Hey, Nora J. Who else came in here? Hey, Rain. So understand that. All right. So you got vampire. Next up is Chrissy. Card for Chrissy. Chrissy, you got shape shifter, light attributes. Skill at navigating through different levels of consciousness, ability to see the potential in everything. Okay, your shadow, projecting an image that serves your personal agenda in the moment. Okay, so it says skill in navigating through different levels of consciousness, ability to see the potential in everything. So you can see things for something more than what it looks like right now. Okay, which can also be scary because if you're in a relationship, you might date somebody because you see potential in them versus seeing the person that they are right now. Okay, so be careful with that. Shadow, projecting an image that serves your personal agenda in the moment, meaning you will present yourself to be something right then to get what you want. Hey, Lakita. Okay, so shapeshifter. That was for you, Chrissy. All right, Ashley Allen. And then we got Kathy next, and then Erica. You're welcome. Oh, shit. Ashley Allen, you got 2 that came out. You got Healer. Passion to serve your light attributes. Passion to serve others by repairing the mind, body, and spirit. Ability to help transform pain into healing. The shadow is taking advantage of those who are in need of help and failing to care for oneself. Okay, so it says that you're able to help heal people and transform their pain into something they can heal from, but you also can take advantage of a person. Okay, you can take advantage of a person, and sometimes you definitely do not take care of yourself. You will put everyone before you, and you will suffer. The other one you got was Rescuer. Okay, you got Rescuer, and it says provide strength and support to others in crisis, acts out of love with no expectation of reward. The shadow is you assume that the rescue will reciprocate, keeps the rescued one needy. So when you're going through things, what happens is, let's start here. You're so quick to help and jump in and help others, but the other issue is you think they'll do the same for you, and they don't. Okay? You expect that, well, if I'm going through something, they'll do it for me because, that's my friend, and I help them, and da-da-da. No, they're not. They ain't gonna do it. Okay? That's the problem. All right? And it doesn't work that way for you. Okay? And also because you're so quick to help everyone else, they know they can call you and you're going to jump and help them, and it keeps them needy. So they're going to always come to you because you continue to do it. Stop. Again, boundaries. If you know that they always need your help, draw the line somewhere. Have them, because all they're going to do is go ask somebody else. Okay? So there you go, Ashley. All right. Next is Kathy. I like these cards. Yeah, y'all gotta, because I'm the same way. I'm so quick to help somebody else. My problem is I have a hard time accepting help. Okay, Kathy, you got student. Your light attributes: humility and devotion to knowledge, openness to lifelong learning. Yes, this is you. Your shadow: arrogance in the pursuit of destructive knowledge, unwillingness to translate knowledge into action. Okay, so arrogance in the pursuit of destructive knowledge and unwillingness to translate knowledge into action. Lazy. Okay, you sit on information and do nothing with it. So you get everything you need knowledge-wise, and you just sit on it. You never use it to make things happen. All right. So next is Erica. Okay, we got Erica, then we got Michelle and Millicent. Ray H. Erica, Michelle, Millicent, Ray H. So we're on Erica right now. Erica. You got priest. A priest. All right. Facilitate spiritual commitments, serving as a channel of spiritual energy. Shadow is violates the trust of your spiritual community and seduced by your own spiritual role. All right, let's look at this a little bit. So, facilitate spiritual commitment, serve as a channel of spiritual energy. So what you may do is help speak to somebody's spirit. You might not actually be a priest, but you are a coach, a life coach, right? So you speak to people's spirit and you can motivate people and help heal people by speaking to them and motivating them to do what it is that you know they need to do, right? But then you can violate their trust or seduce by your own spiritual role. Sometimes you set yourself up. So be careful with that. Next, Michelle A. We got Michelle A, Millicent, and after Millicent, Ray H. Michelle A. There we go. You got Liberator, light attributes. Freeing yourself and others from outmoded beliefs and releasing negative thought patterns. Okay, so you're good at that. You're very good at releasing negative thought patterns and freeing yourself and others from from outdated beliefs. The shadow part, imposing your own tyranny over those you claim to liberate and ignoring legitimate constraints. So, you might help free people from certain thoughts, but then you impose your own ideas on their ass. Okay, that's what that basically means. You help to free people from certain thoughts, but then you create some that work in your favor and push them to believe what it is that you have your own agenda. So basically what happens is somebody be like, the sky is blue, and you're not like, no, don't believe that. Everybody automatically says the sky is blue. Actually, the sky is blah 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 blah, and you're seeing that because you know if you tell more people that the sky is blah 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 blah, that you're gonna benefit from it some way somehow. Okay, and is a way to gain power for you. All right, so now we have Miss Millie. Okay. I'm just trying to read some of y'all comments. Okay, Millicent. Don't you fall. Millicent, you got Judge. Balancing justice and compassion, managing the fair distribution of power. So you really work hard to be fair to people. All right. But the downside is offering only destructive criticism, misusing business, legal, and criminal authority. Now, that might not be true, but you could just like always saying some negative shit. Like your friend might offer advice and you're the dream killer. Okay, that's what that is. You help, it says, managing the fair distribution of power, balancing justice and compassion. So you might, try to make situations fair, but then you're a dream killer. So if somebody was like, yeah, I think I want to, get a pilot's license so I can fly a plane, you're going to be the person to be like, but you don't even got no money. How you going to fly a plane? You don't got the money. You don't even like to fly. You ain't never even been on a flight nowhere. That'll be you. Dream killer. Okay. So watch how you speak to people because really it's you projecting. Okay? Is you projecting. If that's what they want to do, what you do is present options, show them the good and the bad because that's what you're good at. Give them options, play devil's advocate without really hurting their feelings and shooting down their dreams. Okay? All right. Next is Ray H. And then Michelle. Ray H. And then Michelle. All right. Ray H. You have the Monk. You had two cards to come out. Monk and the Nun card. Selfless devotion and single-minded dedication to spirit. And then your shadow is negative judgment of the physical world and excess piety. All right. Selfless devotion and single-minded dedication to spirit. So it could be that you're very focused on, your spiritual life and stuff like this, but you might be negative or like hard on everything else around you. Okay? So how do you combat that is to just get grounded. Stay in the present. Get grounded and stay in the present. You pray, but understand that you're here right now. All right? Also, you got child wounded. Okay? The light is awakens compassion and desire to serve other wounded children. Opens the learning path of forgiveness. The shadow is blames all dysfunctional relationships on childhood wounds. Resists moving on through forgiveness. So now you might help people understand why they should forgive, but you don't necessarily move on from the situation. Okay? You want to help other. It says also awakens compassion and desire to serve other wounded children. So you could be very protective of children, but you also have a hard time forgiving people too, especially people if they hurt children. All right, Ray H. That's what came out. I don't know what that means for you, but Michelle A is next. So we got Michelle A. Then we got Nora J. And Rain and Lakita. Michelle A. Nora J. Rain and Lakita. All right, so Michelle A. Oh. You also got Shapeshifter. I'll read that again since it was a little while ago. Skill at navigating through different levels of consciousness, ability to see the potential in everything, but the shadow is projecting an image that serves your personal agenda in the moment. So again, you can see the potential in everything, but you also present yourself to be a certain way so you can gain from the situation. Okay? Shapeshifter. Michelle A. So now we have Nora J. Oh, no. Nora J. Nora J. Oh shit. Well, Nora J. Goddamn. You got prostitute and healer. Prostitute, light attribute, accentuates the challenge of serving without negotiating the power of your spirit. The shadow side is places material considerations and security above self-empowerment. Okay. Accentuates, the good part is you accentuate your challenge of surviving without negotiating the power of your spirit. Okay, so you're able to survive, but you place material things above your self-empowerment. Okay, so you prostitute yourself in that way. The other one is healer. Passion to serve others by repairing the mind, body, and spirit, ability to help transform pain into healing. But the shadow side is taking advantage of those who need help and failing to care for oneself. That can sort of go with the prostitute, okay? Because you can heal yourself, you can survive. I mean, you can help heal others because you know how to survive, but you fail to take care of yourself because you put material things first. So this can be a situation, and I think this was for Nora J. This can be a situation where you, and it happens, work-life balance, where you might be somebody who works all the time, but then you're falling apart, your family's falling apart, and you're not pouring into that anymore. Okay, so it does not literally mean prostitute, but it means that you're not doing what you're supposed to do because of material things, because you're trying to survive. You're in survival mode. Come out of survival mode. All right, that was Nora. Now we are on Rain, and then Lakita. This deck is the archetype cards. This is the deck that I'm reading from. All right, so Rain. Kiwanis Smith. Hi, Kiwanis Smith. You must be new. I don't remember you. All right, so what we got for Rain? Lorraine. All right. You also got prostitute, Lorraine. Again, accentuates the challenge of surviving without negotiating the power of your spirit, but you place material considerations and security above self-empowerment. All right. So that was Lorraine. Now we got Lakita. Lakita, you got student. This is a repeat. Humility and devotion to knowledge, openness to lifelong learning. Okay. Bottom, the shadow, is arrogance in the pursuit of destructive knowledge and unwilling to translate knowledge into action, aka you're lazy. All right. Next is hey Alban. Kiwanis Smith, yes, you can have a car. Hey, Sharitza Glam. Shit, who was next? Who I say was next? My ass is crazy. That was Lakita. Oh, Kiwana wants a card. So Kiwana, you still here? T Mac Adams, yeah. Okay, so Kiwana and then T Mac Adams, you're next. All right, so Kiwana, this is for you. Hey, Christy V. April. April, I got you next too. I mean, April, you will be after T Mac Adams. Your mama told you was lazy today. Chep. Meaning you know shit, but you just choose not to use it. Hey, Nakia. Christy V up in here. All right, so Kiwanis Smith, what we got for you? Oh, that jumped out. You got Virgin. Maintaining a symbolic purity of heart and spirit, but you have a fear of intimate union. Okay, so what does that mean? Let's break this down. You have a fear of intimate union. Just what it says. You want to maintain a pure heart and spirit, meaning you're afraid to be hurt. You would rather be by yourself than pick up the pieces again. I've been there, done that, and that's how I feel currently too. So you have a fear of being with somebody or giving of yourself in that way, okay, in an intimate way, because you don't want to have to start over. You've been hurt enough. You're on repeat mentally and emotionally, and you're in a defensive mode that you don't want to give of yourself the way that you might date somebody, but you don't let them get but so close to you. You're very protected, very defensive of your heart and your spirit because you've been hurt so much. So it's like every time you open yourself up to meet somebody, they do you dirty. They hurt your feelings. They break your heart. And you're just tired of repeating that cycle. So I'm telling you, and I'm telling everybody else, how do you break that cycle? How do you prevent yourself from being hurt? How do you know you can trust somebody again? First off, do the work on yourself. Okay? Do the work on yourself. Don't have baggage from previous relationships. Yes, you will still have triggers, but don't have so much baggage from previous relationships that you can't move on with anybody else. Okay? Nobody wants a motherfucker that still thinks about everything their ex has done to them all the time. That's always the thing. Before you can get anywhere with somebody, the least little bit they do that reminds you of something your ex did, you got your sneakers on and you're running through the door. Deal with that first. Deal with your triggers, deal with your baggage. Second, have healthy boundaries, okay? Having healthy boundaries means, and what it looks like is you honoring yourself, you knowing what you want, you knowing what you deserve, and you knowing that you're not willing to deal with certain things anymore. Okay? So if every relationship you've been with a liar, okay, or you've been with a cheater, don't date men who don't want to commit or have a history of constantly cheating and lying. The moment he lies to you, or the moment that you find out he's cheating, be out the door and don't take their ass back. Heart boundary, I don't do cheaters. Well, I mean, it was just a mistake. It was just one time. Okay. Now, it was a mistake and your first and last time. You're not coming back. I'm gone. I'm done. That's how you prevent things. Boundaries. Don't settle for someone because they have do what you want or they look like they have potential. Stop falling for the fucking potential and take the shit as it is. If they tell your ass, I don't want a relationship right now, that's what the fuck they mean. So if you know you want a relationship and they have said that they don't want a relationship, friend zone their ass and don't cross the line with them. Don't give them your time and effort. Don't do relationship type shit. Don't sit on the phone and confide in their ass. Leave them where they are. You know you want a relationship. Don't get caught up emotionally. Because they already told your ass, I don't want a relationship. So the moment you start saying, well, I told you I wanted a relationship, he's going to look at your ass and say, I told you I didn't. You the one that kept doing it. You the one that kept perpetuating like we were going to be together. And I told you we weren't going to be. Yes, I'm still fucking other people because I don't want a relationship with you. Okay? So understand that. Understand that when they say, believe what the fuck they say. And if you're unclear about what they're saying, or they're talking in circles or talking in code or giving you half-ass answers or doing the deflection thing, leave them where they are. Take it as that's your answer. This dude don't want to be with me. Let me carry my ass on. Let me not fuck him. Let me not spend a whole bunch of time with him. Move on about your life because you all don't want the same things. That's how you start protecting yourself. Boundaries, understanding, not compromising, knowing that you're worth certain things, knowing that you are a priority and making yourself a priority. Understanding the balance, the delicate balance, and giving and receiving, not continuously giving to situations and coming up empty because you're not getting shit back out of it. That's how you get played and feel stupid and heartbroken because you feel stupid. Most of the time, it's not that we're really heartbroken, it's our ego that's broken. Because really, we might not even love the motherfucker. But because he made us fucking look stupid, we want to, oh, I'm so heartbroken. No, your ego is hurt. Your ego hurts. But once you move out of that ego, you're fine because you didn't love his ass in the first place. You just hurt because he did you dirty. Been there, done that too. Your ego will keep you stuck. I'm going to say that again. Your ego will keep you stuck. I tell y'all all the time, when you're not sure about a situation, because our ego is our flesh, okay? Our ego is what we want, right? Our ego is we have to feed that because that's what we present to the world. I tell you all the time, come out of your ego and into the spirit, meaning come out of your flesh and into your spirit to see things. Because when we see things with our physical eyes, we only see what we want or wanted and how we don't have it or why we don't have it. Okay? That's what happens when you're in your ego. When you're in the spirit, you have a higher level of understanding. So you're able to understand that, you know what? This isn't for me, or this isn't for me right now. I can move freely on with my life. What is for me will never pass me by. And what is for me comes to me with ease and without fight. I am the flow, not the force. I'm not forcing a goddamn thing. Staying out of your ego is what will keep you safe and protected. Operate in your spirit more and not in your ego and your flesh, and watch how things change. Okay? Literally, when you see yourself about to enter into a petty argument and somebody taking you there, or you are with somebody and you're in a relationship with your significant other and you're about to fuss, or you've been fussing with your significant other, breathe. Spirit, take me out of my ego, take me out of my flesh and into the spirit. Let me hear and see with my spiritual eyes and ears. And watch the script flip, a little switch of flip in your head, And what sounds like one thing will sound totally different. Because you're going to see the truth. You see the person in their spirit. You deal with their spirit. You're not going to deal with their flesh. So you can see, because a lot of the times they're operating their ego too. So you're able to see, again, from a higher perspective. Take me out of my flesh and into the spirit, and grant me clarity and understanding. Open my spiritual eyes and ears so that I may understand and see what it is that you want me to see. And boom, the truth comes in the spirit. The flesh will lie to you because we're human. We're spiritual beings having a human experience. So we're spiritual beings having a human experience. That means our flesh wants to constantly be fed. Our spirits already know. They've experienced this before. But it's our flesh that wants to constantly be fed. Okay? Everybody got that? If I ain't got a message for you, that's it right there. I just saved you a lifetime of pain and hurt. I'm still learning myself, but shit, I figured the shit out. I feel like I done cracked the fucking code. Please understand this as well. Okay? Please understand this as well. Yes, you may feel like you're in a dark place. Yes, you might feel like you're hurt. But please understand that some of the most beautiful things are birthed out of dark places. Okay? Some of the most beautiful things are birthed out of dark places. So when you're in a dark place, you find yourself in a dark place, you feel alone by yourself. Watch how you come out of these things. And then you're going to look back and be like, well, goddamn. Look at me, bitch, shining. Bitch, look good. I look good. Okay? Think about it. Babies spend 40 weeks incubating in a dark place. Seeds incubate in dark places. They come out beautiful. So just because you're in a dark place right now does not mean that you're going to be there forever. You might be there for an extended period of time because you might be fighting to come out of that dark place. But baby, when you come to the light, understand you've shed an old skin that no longer serves you, and you're receiving light on a different level. Okay? You're going to attract people differently. You're going to talk a little different. You're going to think a little different. You're vibrating differently. So understand that you're not meant to be there forever. You're going to have to come out sometime. And when you do, that's when you come back with ideas. That's when you come back with businesses. That's when you come with new money, new jobs, new men. Not man, men. New options. Money. Because you've had time to sit in this dark place and figure some shit out, because you're looking around. What do I need to do to get out of here? Spirit, show me what I need to do to get out of here. Light my path. And watch shit light up and you come on out of there. You have to want to, though. If you want to just sit your ass in that dark place and sulk, that's what the fuck you gonna do. But when you ask, what do I need to do? light my path so I can find what it is that I need here to come out of this space on the other side of it. And not saying that it's going to be easy. Just understand that they're lighting and making a way for you. And you're protected and provided for as you're coming through that dark space. You just don't like it. Your flesh just does not like it. But your spirit already knows what's on the other side. This is not our first rodeo here. I've told you that. We have gifts and talents that come to us through this life because we've lived so many other times. Our spirit remembers certain things. Our spirit knows things that we don't know in the flesh. But sometimes some shit just feels so fucking familiar that this feels very familiar because you've done it before. And it feels very deja vu-ish, but you've done it before in a different life. Your spirit has done it. Your spirit has lived it. Okay? Again, this is why I tell y'all, you want to see what the fuck you've done before? Pull your birth chart. It's all there. You want instructions to this nigga? Pull his birth chart. Let me read up on your dumb ass. Because you seem like you just thick as hell. Yeah. Pull his birth chart. That's your instructions. Okay? All right. Next person. That was Miss Kiawana. We got who we got next? We got next. Sorry, I went on a little tangent there. I was just trying to help y'all. T McAdams, you still here? Just trying to help y'all scary asses. T McAdams, you still here? Because I'll pull your card now. Who else needs a card who hasn't had one yet? That wants one, rather. Denise B. Okay. April. All right. Gotcha. All right. So T McAdams, if you come back, then I got you. All right. So we'll go ahead and start off with Denise B. And then April. Oh, April. It was April. April was supposed to be after T McAdams. So April, then Denise B, then Christy, and then She Reads a Glam. All right. So April, you got engineer. Engineer, you got your light attributes are ability to give creative energy, a practical expression, talent for designing resolutions to common dilemmas. So you're good at solving problems. The shadow is reliance on mechanistic solutions without regard for emotional consequences. So what does this mean? You're good for resolving problems, but you don't give a fuck about anybody's feelings. Okay? So if you need to pull the rug from somebody, you don't give a fuck how they feel. Fuck your feelings. That's basically what this is. This is a fuck your feelings card. Bitch, we're getting it done by any means necessary, and I don't give a fuck about how you feel about it. That's what this is. So, April, this is a fuck you card. Okay? Meaning, we gonna get this shit done and fuck your feelings. So, April, that's what you are, an engineer. Next is Denise B. Denise B. Denise B, you got two cards. You got Seeker and Slave. Seeker, thirst for wisdom and truth wherever they are, but your shadow is inability to commit to a path once it's found. So you'll find the truth, but you won't commit to it. Slave, surrendering your power of choice to the divine without complete trust. With complete trust. But the shadow is giving your willpower to an external authority out of fear of making your own choices. Denise, you can't be fearful to make a choice. Okay? You give away your power when you choose not to make a decision that benefits you. Whether it's a compromise that you still benefit from, or completely letting somebody else make the decision and you get the short end of the stick. You have to make a decision that is beneficial to your greatest and highest good too. Stop compromising to your detriment. Okay? And choose something. That's why these two came out. You have a thirst for wisdom and truth wherever they are, but you have the inability to commit to a path once found. The reason you have an inability to commit to a path is because you have a fear of making a fucking choice. So you let other people dictate your path because they've made the choice for you. That's why. Stop letting motherfuckers decide for you and you decide for you. You know what's good for you. God damn it, Denise. All right, who we got? She Reeks the Glam and Christy V. So we got Christy V next. Christy V. Christy V, you got artist. Your light attributes are expressing a dimension of life that is just beyond the five senses, inspiring others to see life symbolically. Your downfall, using talent as an excuse to mistreat others, and is imposing as a starving artist to elicit pity. All right. So you're able to expressing a dimension of life just beyond the five senses and inspiring others to see life symbolically. So you're able to make people see things in different ways. You're able to present yourself in a different way, which is also your downfall because you use it to mistreat people. So you present yourself to be one way, and you reel their ass in just to be somebody totally different. And then you pose as the victim. Stop being the fucking victim. Stop presenting yourself to be the victim because you're not. You're not the victim here. You're not the victim here, Christy. Okay. She Reeks the Glam. You got a question. Depends on what the question is. What's your question? Excuse me. She Reeks the Glam. You're welcome. All right. So She Reeks the Glam, you got two. You got child eternal, okay? Determination to remain young in body, mind, and spirit. Ability to see things with fresh eyes, okay? The shadow is inability to grow up and be responsible. Extreme dependency on others for physical security. She Reeks the Glam, Get your shit together is basically what it's saying. Okay, you depend on everybody else to do things because you refuse to grow up. Now, rescuer, your other card, provide strength and support to others in crisis, acts out of love with no expectation of reward. So somebody else had this. But the shadow assumes that the rescued will reciprocate and you keep the rescued one needy. So here's how this works together. You might help somebody out, right? You have the ability to see shit with fresh eyes, which means that you have the ability to see and turn shit into sugar. But the problem is, you won't be responsible for it. So you're not going to take, you might see some shit, but you're not going to take the responsibility for it. Okay? And you depend on everybody else to do what you need done without actually putting in the work. And you feel like they should do this because you've helped and saved their ass a couple times. Okay? Because you're the rescuer and you're the child. So you help people with the expectation that they're going to help you. And the reason you think the reason they're going to help you is because you've done it for them time and time again. You rescued them, but the problem is you need more than what they're going to give. Because you're choosing not to be, you're putting yourself in a situation. They won't help your ass because you put yourself in a situation and you're in that situation because you were irresponsible. Bottom line, you knew your ass, okay, say for instance, you knew your ass had to pay rent this month. And this is not her life, y'all. This is not her life. This is just an example. You knew your ass had to pay rent this month and you had just enough to pay rent, but you took part of that money and went and got some bundles for your hair. So now, because you loaned your brother a couple dollars a few months ago, you expect him to come in and swoop in and give you some money because you've helped his ass out. And he gonna look at you like, bitch, ain't nobody tell you to buy no fucking bundles. That's you being irresponsible. That's what this is. You jump in and help people, but then you expect them to save you because you were being irresponsible. That's how this works. She reads a glam. Okay. Well, hello there, AJ and Purple Lily. Do y'all want a card before I shut her down? Yeah, I wanted some tea from the cookout so bad. All right, Purple Lily first and then AJ. Ooh, y'all. And Nadia. Hey, here's the card to him. You better be drinking some water. All right, so Purple Lily. Purple Lily, what jumped for you? Hi, Jessica. What jumped for you is Samaritan. Okay, your light attribute is refines your capacity to help those you would prefer to ignore. Okay, you want to ignore them, but you know, part of you won't allow it. The dark side of you exacting appreciation and recognition for your offer to help. So you help somebody, but then this is for you, Purple Lily. You help somebody, but then you expect them to appreciate and recognize you for helping them. Well, you offered to help me, bitch. I didn't ask you for your help. Okay? You wanted to ignore me at first, but you jumped in and helped me, but now you want somebody to kiss your ass. because you helped. You want to be recognized for what you've done. And it don't work like that. If you're going to be a good Samaritan, you do it, and you do it without expecting anything back. That's what this is. If you're going to give with a free and clear heart with no expectation. It's the same as loaning money. Well, I'm sorry, giving money. If you're loaning somebody money, you're expecting to get your shit back because you loaned it to their ass. But if you give somebody money, it's a gift. You gave it without expecting it to be returned to you or expecting them to help you like you helped them. Okay? So that was for you, Purple Lily. AJ, you're next. You're up. How many of these little cards they got in here? So AJ, Jessica, do you want a card before I shut her down? You're welcome, Purple Lily. All right, so AJ. AJ, you got Liberator. Freeing yourself and others from outdated beliefs, releasing negative thought patterns. The shadow side is imposing your own tyranny over those you claim to liberate and ignoring legitimate constraints. Meaning, somebody else had this. You help people see things out of outdated beliefs. So you help people see things from a different light. You help them to shed old thinking, old ways of being, but you do it with the intent of influencing them so they can believe what you want them to believe, and you placing your beliefs on them. So you want them to stop thinking these things so you can make them think what you want them to think and believe what you want them to believe. That's how this works. Okay? So you've changed their way of thinking because you want them to get on your wave. Well, goddamn, AJ. Goddamn. All right. Nadia. Jessica, do you want a card or no? Jessica Figueroa. Sister Nadia Vanderhall. Nadia. You're welcome, AJ. Nadia, you got 2 cards. You got Warrior and Thief. Warrior. Strength, skill, discipline, and toughness of will. Heroism, stoicism, and self-sacrifice in conquering the ego. The shadow side for that is trading ethical principles for victory at any cost. Indifference to the suffering inflicted on others. So basically, you come out here and you do what you need to do, but again, you don't give a fuck about how others are affected by it. Your other card, Thief, sheds light on the potential wealth within you that can never be stolen, but you steal money, creative ideas, affection, or other powers you think you lack. So, what happens with them both? Okay. You have all of these skills. Let's put this together. It says, because as a warrior, skill, strength, discipline, and toughness of will. You shed light on the potential wealth within you that can never be stolen. So you have all of these skills and potential and knowledge that you can use for yourself. Okay? But trading ethical principles for victory at any cost, indifference to the suffering inflicted on others, and then stealing money, creative ideas, affection, or other powers you think you lack. So when you feel like you're missing something, you start looking at other people to get an idea on how to do it. And then you take that idea and make it your own and don't give a fuck what they think. That's what this is saying. That's what I'm getting from it. Okay? Trading ethical principles for victory at other costs. Basically, keep your eyes on your own motherfucking paper. You already know how to do this shit. You don't need their knowledge. Okay? And you might not be blatantly doing it, but subconsciously, some of your stuff may be coming off similar to other people's. Why? Because subconsciously, you probably looked at something and like, oh, well, such and such and such. They did it. Da, 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 da. I ain't going to do that. But subconsciously, your stuff favors theirs. Because you looked. And sometimes that happens. Okay? You might not know why you are doing things or presenting things this way. And it sounds familiar to what somebody else is doing. But really, it's because you subconsciously looked at somebody else's stuff. And although you may not have made the effort to do it purposely, it's still being done. So keep your eyes on your own paper, is what it's saying. Okay? Keep your eyes on your own paper. Anybody else? You're welcome. Anybody else? Because I'm going to shut her down. I done gave y'all a lesson for tonight. Nobody else? I'll pull one for myself. I'll pull one for myself for shits and giggles, and then I'll shut it down. All right, guys, let's see what we got. Make sure you guys are watching, paying attention. I got monk and nun. Okay. I have a negative judgment of the physical world. Excess piety. Self-devotion and single-minded dedication to spirit. Yeah, I'm getting there. Make sure you guys are paying attention for the money session that we're gonna do, and make sure that you guys are visiting the website to get all of your money supplies, because they're on sale this month, and so are money and career readings. So it's all up there. Book yourself one, get yourself some things, and yeah. Hi, happily ever after. I'm about to leave now. But yeah, visit the website, grab your money supplies while they're on sale. Grab your money reading while that is on sale for $35. And get yourself together. Make sure. Here, I'll go ahead because they're right here. Happily ever after. I'll pull one card for you. Happily ever after. Let's pull a card for you. What came out for you, happily ever after, is Midas and Miser. It says, your light attributes are entrepreneurial or creative ability to turn anything into gold, delight in sharing life's riches. Your shadow side is hoarding money and emotions, obsessive fear of losing your wealth. Okay, so what this means, happily ever after, is you have the ability to create situations that you create opportunities for yourself. You can get money. You are a money magnet. You are you easily attract opportunities to make money. But the problem is you hoard money and emotions about money. So even if you gave somebody $1, you want your shit back immediately. Like, bitch, as soon as you get your dollar back, I make sure you're paying me. Okay, I want my motherfucking dollar back. Kamaria, I'll pull your card next. That's what this means, happily ever after. So what this actually does, happily ever after, is keep you stuck. So if you notice, because this goes against the whole law of attraction and money manifestation. Yes, you have the ability to keep getting opportunities to make money, but have you noticed that you spend way more money than what you're used to? And it's because you hoard it. Okay? How the universe works is you have to give and create space so things can keep coming to you. And you give with a heart that is free and open to give. Okay? You give freely and with a joyful heart, and watch what comes back to you. Your money will come back to you quickly, and you'll get more of that, if not double what you gave, because you're not lost, you're not lacking anything. What you're telling the universe when you're hoarding money and hoarding ideas and hoarding emotions is, I have enough and I don't need any more. But when you give things away, the universe recognizes there's a emptiness, and the universe by nature likes to have voids filled. It doesn't like empty space. So if you're constantly creating an empty space, that means that your money is going to continue to cycle to you. So as long as you're giving freely with a joyful heart and not holding on to anything, money is going to come to you, and it comes more quickly, and more of it, more than what you gave away. So give freely of your resources that you have excess of. Don't give from your cup, give from your overflow. So as long as you're giving from your overflow, universe recognizes that, and it'll pour back into you and give you more. But you have to free up something. You have to create space to receive. When you're not creating space to receive, you're telling the universe, that's enough. I got enough. I don't need more. But if you want money to come to you quickly, all the time, constantly give. Constantly give, and be happy to give, because be happy that you even have it to give. Be thankful, a cheerful giver. Okay? All right, Miss Kamaria. Give from your overflow and not from your main cup. That goes for everybody. Give from your overflow and not from your main cup. Good, happily ever after. Make sure you follow and subscribe, because I'll be here at least once a week. Thanks for following or watching me. Jessica, did you missed your card? I thought you left. I'll get you a card, Jessica. All right, so Kamaria, you're next, and then Jessica, you get a card, and then I'll wrap this up. So Miss Kamaria, you got, let's see. Oh, not that. That's just a plain card. Oh, all right. So Miss Kamaria, you got two of them. You got Virgin and you got Alchemist. Okay. So Virgin, the light side of you, Maintaining symbolic purity of heart and spirit. And then the shadow is fear of intimate union. And you need to go back and watch what I said about this, because I talked about being afraid to love again. And I did a whole lesson on why you should not be afraid to love again. I talked about operating in your ego. Your ego will keep you stuck in fear to love again. Okay? Operate in your spirit, not your ego. Alchemist. Your good side is transformation of base motives and goals into golden wisdom. And then shadow is misuse of the power and knowledge that come through spiritual practice. Transformation of base motives and goals into golden wisdom. So you can make your things happen for you, right? You can transform things for you, but you misuse your power. You misuse your knowledge, because you'll use some of that shit against somebody. Excuse me. Now, to make it work together, what this is saying is the reason why you're afraid to commit and have intimate things is because you'll find out something, you'll know what to do, but then the stuff that you find out about them, you use it against them. So somebody might be having an intimate moment with you and tell you something, tell you a secret. They might tell you a secret, Kamaria, and then you take and use that shit against them in an argument. Okay? That's what that is. So yeah, you're afraid to commit because you're scared that if you open up to somebody, they're going to take and use all of your little what perceived weaknesses against you, because that's what you do to them. So if somebody opened up to you, for an example, somebody told you, yeah, I'm scared of the dark. You're like, oh, that's so sad. But the moment they piss you off, here get your ass. Oh, you're old, scared in the dark ass. Let me turn off all these fucking lights with your punk ass. I knew I shouldn't have dated you. That's what you do. And they don't. That's why you're afraid of commitment, because you do that shit. So therefore, you think somebody else is going to do it back to you. You use their weaknesses against them. That's the problem, Kamaria. All right. Anybody else? Jessica, do you want a card? I'll pull it while I'm still here. Christy laughing. Yeah, I mean, that's what you do. That's what happens. And I can't front. I've done that a time before. You know, I've used something that I've done it before just to be petty, because they pissed me the fuck off, and I did it for the wrong reasons, just to one up them. Ego shit, ego tripping. So Jessica, yours was mediator. Gift for negotiating fairness and strategy in personal and professional life. Respect for both sides of an argument. Your shadow is negotiating with an alternative motive or hidden agenda, either personally or professionally. So you negotiate. You're great at negotiating things and having strategies, and you can see both sides of the argument, but you're going to negotiate so you win regardless. You're going to always negotiate in your favor. That's the downside of you. Okay? You negotiate with a motive in mind. So, if you were having or dealing with somebody and they said, all right, well, we can negotiate, we can do this, this, and this, you're going to negotiate so you can get what you want either way. You're going to have your money. You're going to have him to do whatever it is or her to do whatever it is that you want to happen. You're gonna win. It's always gonna be a win-win for you. That's the problem. You never negotiate to your detriment. You're always gonna make sure that you get something out of the deal regardless. But you're able to see both sides of it. If you're the third party, you're able to see both sides of the situation, which is a great thing. But if they say, well, I don't know, you're going to negotiate and you're going to get something. Okay, say for instance, two of your friends are arguing, right? Both of y'all, all three of y'all are there. You hear the both of them arguing, right? And they could be arguing at the fact that, let's say birthday cake, right? One person wants chocolate. One person wants vanilla. Okay. You're like, well, shit, I just want cake. So what you'll do is negotiate a fucking marble cake because your ass just wanted cake anyway. Because originally they said, well, if I can't have a chocolate cake or if I can't have vanilla cake, let's not have a cake at all. You just want cake. So your suggestion would be, how about we get a half and half cake or a marble cake? That way it'll have both chocolate and vanilla. See, you benefited from it. Because really, you just wanted cake. You didn't give a fuck what flavor it was. I just want cake, bitch. I don't care about the flavor. I just want cake because I like cake. So now they agreed to the negotiation of, okay, we'll do a half and half cake. One side will be chocolate, one side will be vanilla, or we can do marble. Cool, because then marble has both chocolate and vanilla. You still won. You would have negotiated. You saw both sides. Like, well, so that's how this works. That's what yours was, Jessica. All right. So we have no one else. I'm gonna go ahead and shut it down. It is now 9:07. I told you guys I would be here to at least, because I got on at 7:30. I gave y'all an hour and a half. So I'm going to hang up, get off, and go do my spiritual bath. I thank you all for watching, subscribing. Look out for the post that me and Nadia are going to go live for manifesting money and what to use. And she'll talk also about what to do with your monies and how to get more money and all that good stuff. She got it. She'll teach you. So in between time, just look for that. Thank you, Roses Are Red. You're welcome. In the meantime, look for it. And I got y'all. So it will work. It will work out this week for whoever needed that for some reason. Somebody said, I hope this week works out for me. You're welcome. It will work out for you. I don't know who needed that because I don't know why I said that randomly. It will work. Whatever it is you're thinking about will work out in your favor. Whoever needed that. So yeah, I'm going to go. Yes, Jessica, I did. You were the last person I pulled a card for. So you were the very last one I was talking about negotiating for your benefit. I'm going to go. So hit the website. If you need a reading. Remember, I've added new options. If you need to pick my brain about some spell work you need to get done or some work you needed to get done and you're not sure how to approach it or what to use or all of that, I have an option for that now on the booking site. When you book for a tarot reading, it's there somewhere. Okay. So, yeah, all of that is there. Peruse the website, melanatedmedicinewoman.com. Yoni steams are also there now. If you need teas or any other something for your health, yankandglow.com is the other website to visit. All right. So catch y'all later. Have a great week. Remember, the new moon is on Saturday. So use that to manifest and bring in what you want for the next quarter, because we are officially in our final month of the first quarter. So make sure you're keeping track. All right. I will holler at y'all later. Goodbye.